Introducing an exciting new special issue from Animal Conservation. Ready to dive into the research? Armstrong and others show how data from previous reintroduction of tutuai, a New Zealand passerine, were used to predict population dynamics at a predator-controlled reintroduction area with high connectivity, with predictions then updated using post-release data. This improved the precision of predictions and allowed predictions that would have been impossible without these data. In this study, the authors discussed the challenges faced in evaluating the success of translocations of two threatened marsupials. Discover how they adapted in response to those difficulties and how different approaches could have improved their ability to evaluate success. Emery and others discussed the second trial release of blue-tailed skinks into a fenced area on Christmas Island. This resulted in a threefold increase in blue-tailed skinks over a 2.5-year period. However, the introduced wolf snake breached the barrier undetected, leading to the loss of the entire population. So while blue-tailed skinks can survive and thrive during the establishment phase of a reintroduction, ongoing management is critical. The Puerto Rican parrot is still critically endangered, despite rebounding from just 13 birds in 1976 to 686 in 2021. Here, the authors highlight key strategies to achieve recovery goals despite increasing hurricane threats. In their paper, Haag and others present an easy-to-use toolkit for integrating genetics into conservation management. It includes training videos, standardized pipelines, and a genetic glossary to help improve genetic literacy in conservation end users. Next up, McLennan and others found that reinforcing a small Tasmanian devil population threatened by devil facial tumor disease tripled its size and improved genome-wide and functional diversity without increasing disease prevalence. Here, the authors discuss a successful pilot translocation program carried out for the globally threatened aquatic warbler. The outcome gives new impetus for the restoration prospects of declined populations of the aquatic warbler to halt extinction at the margins of their breeding range. Parker and others quantified the population responses of reintroduced tutuai, Popocatea, and Tiek to incursions of stoats and cats to a predator-fenced sanctuary, with differing consequences for each species. In this paper, the authors highlight the crucial role of translocation in achieving positive outcomes for the endangered black robin, using structured decision-making in conjunction with population modeling. Next, Stepkovich and others' study finds that reintroduced quolls had a dietary preference for some reintroduced prey species and native rodents, which in conjunction with the drought contributed to the decline of some of these species in a fenced reserve. However, quolls also switched to more abundant prey species when others declined, meaning that the population of threatened prey species persisted and bounced back after the drought. For this paper, the authors undertook post-release monitoring to identify habitat selection patterns following a translocation of tutuai, North Island robin, to a large contiguous forest habitat. Their research shows that dispersal data can be used in species distribution modeling to improve predictions of habitat quality and guide effective management. Finally, climate change mitigation is increasingly requiring assisted colonization. The results of this research offer valuable information on the influence of source population on translocation outcomes in an endangered reptile. Want to take a deeper dive into the research featured here? Read the full special issue today.